This is the James Earl Jones. You may remember me from such things as I Am Your Father. Out of respect for me and the actors in the show you are about to see, please abstain from all photography and turn off all cellular devices unless you want to receive dirty, passive-aggressive looks. And also, remember, Simba, you are more than what you've become. And now, please sit back and enjoy the show, which will begin in a few short minutes. This is Simba.
Good evening and welcome to the James Earl Jones Theater, the only Broadway theater named for a Sith Lord. For your convenience, there are bathrooms in the basement. Now please put your cell phones on vibrate and welcome to the stage, Doug, Simon, and Bud Davenport.
Also hailing from Nutley, New Jersey.
And we have written a musical.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
And tonight we are going to present that musical to all of you for the first time.
But hopefully not the last time.
No. With any luck, we will be taking this show to Broadway.
Our nation's capital.
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, isn't this Broadway? Kind of.
As you may have noticed, we are on the weird side of 7 Jones Theater is an honest-to-God Broadway theater.
Yes, and so many great shows have played.
So many. Captain Applejack.
Knickknacks of 1926. The Bishop Misbehaves. And of course, the Respectful Prostitute.
Of course. Unlike most of those shows, we're only here for, well, one night.
Yes, it turns out that Broadway theaters are a lot like tandem bicycles. You can rent them.
For a lot of money.
So much!
Luckily, I have an uncle who recently started hang gliding, and then recently stopped hang gliding.
Yes, but it was very quick, and he didn't suffer, and that's exactly how we hope all of you die.
Yes, but he left me some money, and we used, well, all of it to rent his theater for one night only.
Plus parking.
Yes, we could not find street parking.
Also, I sold my parents' house.
Yes,
so,
yes. So as you can see, we really need this to go well.
Yeah, I have to.
Because with us in the audience tonight, Ernesto Lanuche, por favor, gracias, are some very big Broadway producers.
Yeah, chances are, if you don't know the person sitting next to you, they're probably a Broadway producer.
So tell them to produce our show.
Yes!
Please.
Now, before we get started, we do want to be professional, so first a few introductions.
Over here with the fancy instruments, please welcome Middlesex, New Jersey's premier wedding band, the Middlesex Six.
We can only afford 3 of them.
Yes, but they are professional musicians. Hit it, Charles.
No, if they play even one more note, we have to pay for that song.
And we literally have no more money.
Now, writing a musical isn't easy.
Hats off to you, Elton John.
But we did it. I wrote what's called the book of the musical.
The script.
Yes.
And I wrote the music.
The score.
And the songs.
Beautiful songs.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, look at me. Thanks, Doug. And the lyrics, well,
We wrote those together. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, so you wrote a show, but what is it about?
I don't know, Doug. You wrote the script. You tell us.
I will. It's about Johann Gutenberg.
Who's he?
He's the guy who invented the printing press.
And then printed up a bunch of copies of the Bible.
Yes, but what else did he do?
Well, we did some research to find out.
Google. We typed in Johann Gutenberg and we printed out the first thing we found. So read it, bud.
Gutenberg, Johann, German printer, born around the year 1400, detailed records of his life and work are scanned.
Scanned? Clearly, research wasn't gonna help us.
So we took a different approach. Historical fiction.
But what is historical fiction?
It's fiction that's true.
Now, normally when you go see a hit Broadway musical, you expect to see a lot of amazing things. Things like animal puppets,
Turntables,
flying cars, and flying carpets.
and so many people pretending to be pop stars.
Well, this show has a bunch of that stuff too, but for tonight, you're gonna have to use your imagination. For example, Bud, where are you going?
Who, me? Me, Doug? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just on a turntable.
Imagination! What you're about to see tonight is what we call a reading of a musical.
Well, what is a reading of a musical, Doug?
Doesn't mean we're gonna print out copies of the script so you can read it.
No!
No, what it means is there's no set, no costumes, just a few props, and every light they would let us rent from dance party DJs and people. Also, there's no cast.
Just me and Doug.
That's right, we're gonna sing all the songs and play all the parts and give you some help to understand the potential of what we have written.
I think the key word here is potential.
I also like the word help.
There are an awful lot of characters in our show.
How are we gonna differentiate?
Great question, Doug. Great question, Doug. By using these hats, 7, 8. My
Bud spent 3 days at the FedEx Kingdoms.
insane.
But is this insane? Because when I wear this hat, I'm a boot black.
And I'm
Yes, but only for tonight, because in an actual production, we would never cast a straight white man as
no. Representation matters.
Now, you will see that our show takes place in olden times, so many of our characters will talk like this.
Cheerio. And
Can I help you carry your bucket?
characters in our show cannot read.
Of course, all of that changes with the climactic invention of the printing press! Now, before we get started, we want to talk to you all about something pretty serious, and that's anti-Semitism. Every important musical has to tackle at least one serious issue,
Like racism.
homophobia.
Or a man with half a face.
Our show takes place in Germany, so our serious issue is anti-Semitism.
History tells us Germans do not like Jews.
Well, not all Germans, but most Germans.
These days, seems like it may not just be Germans.
And that hatred is in this show.
It has to be.
Because it makes our show important. Gutenberg, the musical!
Prologue. Lights rise on the squalid, stinky bedroom of a friend of Gutenberg's.
The roof is made of dirty thatch. In the corner, there are rats gnawing on stinky cheese. And lying absolutely still, in the middle of the room, without moving, is a dead baby.
Gutenberg's friend and a doctor examine the dead baby.
We've done all we could. I'm afraid your baby's dead.
Dead? But I gave him this medicine.
That ain't medicine. Them's jelly beans.
Jelly beans? But I
If only you could read.
Gutenberg sobs like a woman. He cradles his dead baby in his illiterate arms. Blackout! Act 1, scene 1. Schlimmer, Germany. A German town filled with German things, like sausages and short pants. Gutenberg walks down the dirt streets of this medieval burg and encounters a woman and her daughter on the way to market. They're carrying kraut, sour kraut.
Good morning, Mr. Gutenberg.
Call me Johann. Johann Gutenberg.
Hello, Mr. Gutenberg.
It's Gutenberg. How are you today, little girl?
As happy as I can be, considering I can't breathe.
Gutenberg ponders this, and another woman throws open her shutters to greet the morning. She empties her stinky chamber pot, and the streets of Schlimmer become alive. Not alive like a monster, but alive like a town.
It's nice to live in medieval Germany, in the beautiful town of Schlimmer. We all get along in perfect harmony.
I'm a beef fat trimmer.
Hi, the beef comes in all white with fat and leaves a good bit slimmer.
We're just folks coming out from the block in the beautiful town of Schlimmer. Hey, German, you got any wine?
You're the wine press. Tell us where the wine is.
Yeah, is it over here?
It's not over here.
Hey, guys, my wine isn't the answer to all of your problems.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, drinking your wine is the only thing that makes our terrible lives worth living.
Gutenberg. He's the best chap around and he's the best town sure shooter.
Call me Johann.
I would like Gutenberg.
I prefer Johann.
Gutenberg.
Hey, it's the boot black.
Shine your Gutenberg.
Well, sure, boot black.
You're a man in your prime, making friends all the time. You're a Gutenberg. 10 ducats.
Okay, guys, I gotta be getting back to my wine press shop. Don't you have anything better to do?
No. Yeah, it's not like we can read. You can't read. You can't read. You want to see that again? You son of a bitch!
Whoa! Don't fight! Why don't I buy you a flower from that adorable little flower girl? Yeah.
He is pretty close. I'm sure. I was one of him, and I don't know anything. 'Cause yes, I'm illiterate too.
Schlimmer, my lovely Schlimmer, you are the best darn town in Germany. Gutenberg,
Gutenberg.
I'm the pride of Schlimmer.
He's the pride of
Thank you. That was our opening number.
And our prologue.
Yes, we just want to give you a sense of the world of Schlimmer.
It's a tiny town.
Oh, it's a tiny town. The type of town you might hear about on a podcast or a Netflix documentary.
True crime.
Yes, the type of town where everyone's friendly, but also suspicious. So you might hear something like this.
Why, if it isn't my good friend, Doug Simon, stopping by for a shave and a haircut.
I sure am, Barbara. Barbara, I brought you a gift. It's a cupcake.
Oh, wow, how thoughtful. This cupcake is poison.
I can't stop killing! So as you can see, anything can happen in Schlimmer. And now we start the story. Scene 2, Gutenberg's wine press shop. The roof is made of dirty thatch, and the shelves are lined with old wine bottles. We meet Helvetica, a German girl who's beautiful, but doesn't know it. dream journal? I had an amazing dream last night, and I want to turn it into a poem.
A poem? Will you read it to me?
Journals are private.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's a flower.
It's beautiful.
I got it from that horrible anti-Semitic flower girl. Destroy it!
Yes, sir.
There will be no hatred in my shop.
Are you hungry? Yes. Do you want me to bake a lamb for you?
No. No, but I would like a stew.
Stew? Lamb stew? Right away, sir.
Hey, girl. I love you.
You love me?
No, I love you. E-W-E. You.
E-W-U?
You.
Me?
Stew. Female lamb stew.
I don't understand.
Why can no one in this town read?
We have nothing to read.
See, that is the problem. If you need me, I'll be in my wine press room, pressing wine.
Here's your stew. I made it hot and ready.
Thank you, Barbara. Helvetica. You know, I couldn't make it without you. The wine, I mean.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful, sir. I watch him working as press. I watch him make his wine. I smoke the grapes and dream about the day I make him mine. But I know that day, 'cause I am too obtuse. I'm just too dumb to understand anything but this grape juice. And I can't read him. He's all Greek to me, and I still need him, like a grape that needs a squeeze. His brain is bigger than my brain. He can spell and count real good. And me, I can't count at all, and I don't think I should. 'Cause I was raised to milk a cow and to sit upon a stool. And cows, they never ask you much. No wonder I'm a fool. Also, there's no school. And I am dumb. I am dumbstruck. Every time he says my name, Helvetica, Gummistiefel. Helvetica, Gummistiefel. Gummistiefel. It's been my name since birth, but there's one name I traded for on this flat planet Earth. So I'll stay here in my bucket, and one day I'll be Helvetica Gutenberg. Just you wait and see. I'll be hearing church bells. Church bells for us or we be together. Whichever, us or we, us or we, us or we. Us or we. Us or we. Thank you. Always a very emotional moment for me, that's all.
Yeah, well, you nailed it, buddy. You know, the first time I heard Bud sing that song was in a TGI Fridays, and they sent us a free dessert.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Anyway, that was the love ballad.
But Doug, what is a love ballad?
Well, people like me and Bud call a song like that an I want song, because Helvetica wants Guten.
But the question is, does Guten Gutenberg know that?
I don't think so.
How could he not?
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, did Helvetica really exist?
Probably.
Yeah. History tells us that in olden times, there were a lot of poor wenches. So chances are, if Helvetica did exist, Gutenberg probably knew her.
Also, her name is a font.
These days, we don't name fonts after anybody.
No, not even Beyonce.
Beyonce would be a fierce font. Now, it's time to meet the bad guys. The town monk and his henchman, young monk.
Ooh, watch out.
Scene 3, the church on the hill. The roof is made of dirty thatch. In the corner, there's a large Bible. And on this wall, there's a big velvet painting of Jesus crying. Monk, an evil man who hates God. Sits at his desk sharpening pencils. He's very good at it.
His henchman, young monk, enters.
Oh, Monk, look! I found the cat in the alley. Give him to me. Ooh, pretty kitty. I shall name you Satan. Young monk, what are you doing over there by that Bible?
Oh, I'm just teaching myself how to read. In the beginning.
Get him, Satan! See what happens when you try to learn how to read, young monk? Now let's try this again. Young monk, what are you doing over there by that Bible? Nothing! That's right. That's right. As long as I'm the monk in this town, no one is going to learn how to read. That way the Bible says whatever I says, it says. This, of course, someone would make a machine that prints books and then printed up a mess of copies of the Bible and then distributed them to the masses. You're hurting Satan! No! I don't want to hurt Satan. I love Satan. Yes, I do. I love Satan. I love Satan.
You're such a bad monk.
Yes. Yes, I am. When I was a young monk, I tried to feed the poor. I prayed to Jesus, I helped the lame, but I always wanted more. God said be good. But then I met the devil in a haunted German wood.
You mean you met the actual devil in the forest?
Uh-huh. Now give me some fog.
Yes, sir.
The devil was a lady. He looked just like my mom. He left me like a baby, like a baby. I saw my phone. He said, you're so small, I can make you a man. Then he threw me in the dirt, and he slapped me with both hands. Haunted German wood, haunted German wood. I saw my soul from power in that haunted German wood. Listen back, just a dance with the devil. I worship Satan. The devil said he had to go back where he come from. But he told me, boy, stay in the church and keep the people dumb. They won't suspect you if they think you're good. But there's gonna come a day when a God will print a book and the book will be the Bible and the people won't read it and they'll know that you're alive, so you're gonna have to stop it. Cause if you know that we just wasted like an awful lot of time in that haunted German wood. Haunted German wood.
Now that's a bad monk.
In his defense, he was tricked by the devil.
Well, everyone gets tricked by the devil sometimes.
My dad got tricked by the devil. He cheated on my mom with a bank teller.
Oh, but she was a really pretty bank teller.
Yes. My parents are still together, though.
Marriage. Now, we hate Monk, and we hope you do too. But we want you to hate him for a reason.
Yeah, you can't just say that a character is evil. You need to know why he's evil.
Yeah, that's why we had him worship Satan.
It's called character development. Now, I think I may have heard Mom saying something about how you didn't want a person to make a machine that prints books.
Whoa, because guess who's about to make a machine that prints books? Scene 4.
Nuremberg's wine press shop. It is very late at night. The clock on the wall says like 2 a.m. probably. Gutenberg is working at his press.
I need a break. When I'm at my press, I like to leave my body, let my mind roam free. Think about my day. Somebody died, somebody cried, somebody lied. I ate stew. And yet, there's the pain of something niggling at my head. I can't forget, and yet I can't remember what the people of Schlimmer said. I cannot read, I cannot read, I cannot read. I hate you. Yes, I hear you, townspeople, and I understand you. I feel you inside me. I've got to do something. Here, I'll take this clock. What can this mean? Can this clock ever teach people to read? No, it cannot. It goes in the trash. Wait, there might be something cool in the trash. It's just an old grape. That's not what I need. Grapes are completely useless. No! Schlimmer must read. But what can I do? All I got's this grape juice press. Wait a minute. This grape juice press. I'm gonna take this press and make it print some words. Take this press so loud it sounds absurd. I'm gonna take the grapes out, put letters in, put letters where the grapes have been. I'm gonna take this press and make it print some words. And so Gutenberg worked with the guy, making history to that boogie woogie beat. You go on, Johann Gutenberg. You invented that printing press for all of us. Woo! Worst printing press in history. Gonna print up books for you and me. It's a printing press and it's gonna print some words. Oh, that enters. Gutenberg! Look what I invented!
What is it?
It's a printing press!
Wonderful. Shall we toast?
No! Silly girl! We don't make wine anymore. We make words. Words! Now that I'm done, get ready to read. This will be going down in history. Remember my face. Now there's a glimmer in Schlimmer, and that glimmer is G. When I'm singing that song, I'm singing about this giant moment for Gutenberg, but I'm thinking about it. Do you know what I'm thinking?
I have no idea. I want to guess.
The day of our miracle.
Miracle. Oh, no.
Bud brought a dead lady back to life.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is what happened. So Bud and I used to work in a nursing home.
We still do.
Yes. And we would do these lip sync concerts for people in wheelchairs.
They're such a great audience.
Oh, yeah. It was mostly classics. It was like we would do like Frank Sinatra, James Brown, Cynthia Lauper.
You know, but sometimes we take requests.
Yes. So this one day, this poker from the back of the room named Fran McAllister.
They have no idea what a poker is. You have to tell them what a poker is.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So in nursing home lingo, we call someone a poker if you have to poke her to make sure she's still alive.
Fran McAllister was our oldest poker.
Yeah. She hadn't said a word in like over a year. She was so sweet. She would just sit in her chair and she would sort of like grip the arm and her face would kind of frozen. Oh, like that.
Like that, just sort of praying for death.
Yeah. So this one day we're asking for requests, and this voice from the back of the room that sounds like it's from like the pits of hell.
Don't cry, Frenchie.
It was Fran McAllister.
Guys, I thought she was possessed by the devil.
I still think she might have been, but she was requesting a song. So I looked up "Don't Cry, Frenchie," and it turns out it was from World War I.
The original.
Yeah. So, needless to say, we don't have a lip sync track to "Don't Cry, Frenchie," and even if we did,
It was probably racist.
most old songs are racist. But here we are about to tell this old woman who has no hope left that we can't do a lip sync to her favorite ancient racist song. All of a sudden, this guy just starts singing.
I don't know what happened.
He made up a song out of nothing. Sing the song.
No.
Come on.
No.
Do you want to hear the song?
No.
Alright, okay, so Bud will be Bud, I'll be Fran McAllister.
Yeah. All right, but only because you guys twisted my arm for like a second and a half. Please don't cry, my little Frenchie. Please don't cry. Don't you worry, little Frenchie. You won't die. Well, not today. 'Cause we're here from the USA.
USA! She stood up out of her wheelchair. Bud healed her. His music healed her. Well, she died 2 days later. But she died happy, and it was all because of Bud. It wasn't even the song that she asked for. It was a new song that she wanted, but she didn't even know it yet. And I don't know. That's what made it a miracle.
Doug, it wasn't a miracle.
Well, it was a miracle to me. Because after Bud made up that song, it just felt like, I don't know, it felt like everything was going to change. And it wasn't just going to change, but it was going to, I don't know, it's going to get better for both of us.
And now look at us. We wrote a musical. Not even Johann Gutenberg could do that.
Well, I mean, he never tried. Oh, and they hadn't invented pianos yet.
Hey, do it.
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, wait a minute, a wine presser invented the printing press?
Makes sense. He was familiar with pressing things.
And what's the difference between a wine press and a printing press? One makes you drink, the other makes you think.
And that was almost a lyric.
And I still think it should be.
Now, Gutenberg was amazing. But unless I'm crazy, he's not the only character in our show.
Oh, you're not crazy. Yeah, scene 5.
The streets of Schlimmer. The sky is sad, and the air smells like trash. Young monk is walking in the rain.
I'm just dumb, all these times, mommy treats me like dawn.
and like a dog. I can't read, but I could read. I can get back on. Why can't someone teach me how to
Young monk enters bootblack's workshop. Young monk!
Hello, Big Black. I found another pencil.
And I've got a big pair of boot tongs. Allow me to remove it.
Thanks, Big Black.
Young monk, that's the third pencil this week.
Oh no. Monk has created a hostile workplace environment.
Why do you stay with him?
Well, I think I can change him. He's like a tiny seedling that just needs the water of me. And with a little bit of luck and that me water, he could grow into a giant tree that doesn't stab me with pencils.
Oh, no, don't cry, young monk, don't cry. I know what will cheer you. Have a biscuit.
Biscuits, biscuits. What you think you find me? Biscuits.
Every medieval bootblack knows, if you're feeling bad, there's only two cures. Leeches and biscuits.
Put 'em in an oven under nice and sweet. Put 'em on top of the good sweet. Put 'em on the shelf and around a tree. Biscuits.
It tastes really yummy on top of the wall.
It tastes really yummy and on the floor.
No, want some more?
Not too much to eat. Biscuits. Biscuits. I want you deep inside of me. Biscuits. Biscuits. You make me want to dance. Biscuits. Biscuits.
And now I shall throw this biscuit into that man's hat. Biscuits! I did it!
You can eat this with chicken bread. You can eat this with a motor bread. You can eat this when we're all dead. Biscuits and biscuits and
Biscuits!
Okay, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, that song had nothing to do with anything. What are we doing?
This show is not about biscuits.
No, people like me and Bud call a song like that a charm song.
But Doug, why do we need a charm song?
A charm song gives the audience a break from watching the stuff they actually care about.
Also, a charm song can help you get a really famous person to play a really tiny role. For instance, one day in the role of young monk, we are hoping to get none other than Mr. Timothy Chalamet.
And that's not how I thought you pronounced either of those words.
But enough about biscuits. Gutenberg just invented the printing press, but nobody knows that yet. Scene 6, the Schlimmer Market, a stinky place filled with rotten fruit, dead bodies, and antiques.
Rumors about Gutenberg spread like the plague.
It's infectious, you chunks of meat. I just can't seem to chop off these feet. 4 more steaks and I'll finish the herd. Then take a break and tell me what's the word. What's the word? What's the word? Well, I shouldn't say this, but late last night in the wine press shop there was a lie. special lady.
Oh, a special lady had a vision for me. I'm very attracted to Mr. G. He's got great buns and he's got great pecs. I'll be heartbroken if he's having sex without me.
I see.
If you agree.
What's the word? What's the word? Another woman sees friend in a field.
Well, hey, have you heard what they're saying, mister? Gutenberg's got a girl and he might have kissed her. There's just one problem. It wasn't me. There's some other power town getting milk for free. Mr. G stepping out with some pretty miss. I'm gonna tell the whole town she's got syphilis. You wanna go and spread that rumor?
Maybe. But first I've got to bury my dead baby.
Well, that's horrible.
It happens. What's the word? What's the word? Another man is buying apricots.
Hey there, man, I see you're buying some fruit. Have you heard the word about our friend Gutenberg? It seems he's done something great, but all we know for certain is he wasn't late. It's mine!
Say no more, my childish friend. I'll find out how this rumor ends. I'll head on over to the park dress shop and if he's up to something naughty.
Now make it stop.
Wasn't it nice to catch up with
It sure was fun. See, this show has a huge cast.
Huge.
And when a musical has that many actors backstage, you have to use them or they get cranky.
Speaking of cranky, looks like Monk is headed over to Gutenberg's wine press shop to see what Gutenberg's been up to. And just like old wine, the plot thickens. Scene 7, Gutenberg's wine press shop.
Helvetica is crying in her bucket.
Monk enters. Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home?
This is not a home.
I'm just here to pick up some wine. Church wine. For the church.
But we don't make wine. Not anymore.
Well, well, well. You must be Helvetica.
How did you know my name?
I'm a monk. I know everything.
Everything?
Everything.
So you know I love Gutenberg?
I did not know that. Till now. Now I know
So
everything.
you know Gutenberg invented the printing press?
What? No. Who invented the printing press?
Johann Gutenberg.
Johann Gutenberg invented the printing press. What year is this?
1450?
Johann Gutenberg invented the printing press in the year 1450.
Yes, and it's right over there.
Well, we'll just see about that. You know what I think, Helvetica?
No.
I think you're gonna destroy that there printing press.
Why?
Because if you don't make wine anymore, what use does Gutenberg have for you?
I don't know.
Poor Helvetica. You made wine probably about 1,000,000 times. You dumb German wench. He's gone. What is that you stomping on? Let me take a guess. There's grape juice on your dress. Isn't it time to
Helvetica just destroyed Gutenberg's printing press. Think about that for a second.
Can I say, I want to say something! History doesn't always happen the way we think.
No, history is not the way it always says in the so-called history books. Also, this might not have happened.
But it could happen.
See, we realized that after Gutenberg invented the printing press, there was no more story.
So? We destroyed it. Bless you.
And now, anything can happen.
And what's about to happen is the big Act 1 finale. Now, as many of you already know, every hit Broadway musical must end its first act with a soaring anthem that tween girls will eventually struggle to sing and shout.
Which is why we're about to send you rocking to the restroom.
Elderly patrons may wish to turn down their hearing devices.
In an actual production, this number would include a gospel choir and lasers.
Singers, the rooftops of Schlimmer. Yeah! Gutenberg stands straddling a chimney. Smoke billows up around his face.
When I got out of bed today, history was a lot more boring. Then I thought in a different way. Now the world of inspiration soaring. Look at these hands. They're attached to a normal man. Normal man will probably change your world. Tomorrow is tonight. It's a history and future fight. Tomorrow is tonight. Monk stands on an adjacent chimney surrounded by fire and glass.
Today I feel the future. Now I got it, no bounds. My plan unfurled to trick that girl. Now the bird of inspiration on the ground. Stop! I touched this dream. You don't keep the world with the damn machine. Now you know how this month is sitting down. Tomorrow is tonight. It's a history and future fight. Tomorrow is tonight. Helvetica is also on a roof. Like a bird who just destroyed a printing press. Who's in some serious distress. I don't have wings. That is bad for flying things. Not in command. Don't take it when you could say can. Only get one chance to be a star. Tomorrow is tonight. It's a history and future fight. Tomorrow is tonight. Tomorrow is What have I done? Intermission.
Good evening again, and welcome to everyone who snuck in during intermission. The Middlesex Six is North Central New Jersey's most awesome wedding band. You can also rock out your bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, funeral, pet adoption, or children's birthday party. And yes, we play Baby Shark. Now, please welcome back to the stage Bud Davenport and Doug Simon.
We're back in the restroom. more than any show we have ever seen ever. But, who are these guys on stage?
Who are we?
So, we thought we would take a second to tell you a little bit about us.
Are we?
Yes, us or we. Thank you, Pop Out.
You're welcome. That was just a little callback. That was just a little callback.
We can be jokesters sometimes, but we also know when to be serious. So, take it, bud.
Okay. I'm Mr. Bud Davenport. That you already know. What you may not know, I'm 42 years old. No, really. I'm single. And I love to make music.
Look out, ladies.
Yes, I am looking for a wife other than Doug.
Yeah, sometimes we do act like an old married couple. I'm sure he's not treating me about here. I'm reading about the work over here.
I wish I was gay. I'm just not.
That's okay, bud. I am gay. My name is Doug Simon, and I am approaching my early to mid to late 40s. I live in a studio apartment above an incredibly loud pet store, and I used to have a cat.
Until it died.
Yeah. So Gutenberg the musical.
Why did we write it?
Great question. Now, it all started a few months after Fran McAllister and Bud's Don't Cry Frenchie miracle.
Doug, it was not a miracle.
Okay, well, Bud was asked to stop being the organist at his church.
Let's just say I got bit by the songwriting bug and started to improvise a little bit during the hymns.
His amazing grace was unrecognizable.
Yes, my pastor called it not Christian. And an abomination before the Lord.
Needless to say, Bud needed some cheering up, so I said, Bud, why don't we sell your car and buy tickets to a Broadway show?
I've never been to a Broadway show before, but that weekend we saw 3.5.
I got hungry.
Please don't tell us how Hamilton ends. We don't need that.
But after we went to Broadway, something shifted inside of us.
Yeah, like a lunch that's so big, it just changes the shape of your body.
Our lip sync concerts weren't enough anymore.
No, we didn't want to pretend to sing someone else's songs anymore. We wanted someone else to pretend to sing our songs.
Now, we were not successful right away.
No. Our first show was Stephen King the musical. It was every Stephen King book in one show.
I still think that could work. Totally. Our second show was a prequel to the Phantom of the Opera.
How did he get that boat down there?
We could never figure it out. So our next show was an original story about two gentlemen very much like ourselves.
It was achingly autobiographical. I wrote 35 songs about her.
And I wrote lyrics to 12 of them. But then we realized original stories with original songs, nobody wants that.
No. If your new musical isn't already a book, a movie, or a fairy tale told from the lady's point of view, chances are people will not sell their cars to see it.
And you know what? Sorry. But this brings me back to Stephen King the musical. Okay. So it's one musical. It's every Stephen King book, even Pet Sematary. That would run forever.
You gotta let it go, dog!
I don't want to let it go. But I had to let it go. So, Bud and I started looking for a new book.
And then we thought to ourselves, why not the very first book?
And that was the Google search that led to the Google search that brought us all here tonight. Gutenberg, the musical, the second act. Now, writing the second act of a musical isn't easy.
Hats off to you, Elton John! So many wonderful shows have been destroyed by a horrible second act.
West Side Story.
Jesus Christ, superstars.
Oklahoma.
Godspell.
Phantom of the Opera.
The Godspell revival.
Oh, terrible.
Wonderful shows.
Oh no, we love those shows. We love those shows. But their second acts are all about ending stuff and wrapping up loose ends.
We like loose ends.
Life is loose ends. That's why we didn't worry about ending our stories. Or wrapping it up in a nice shiny bow.
A story's not a present.
No, a story is nothing like a present. But if it was a present, we would want to give it to all of you.
Maybe so you could take it to Broadway. Hey, Doug, speaking of stories, where did we leave off with the his story called Tale of Mr. Johann Gutenberg?
Quite a choice there, buddy. At the end of the first act,
This is important stuff.
at the end of the first act, Monk and Helvetica destroyed Gutenberg's printing
But
press.
Gutenberg doesn't know that, and Helvetica feels horrible about it.
She made a mistake.
Sometimes we all make mistakes.
Act 2.
The second prologue.
The streets of Schlim. It is early in the morning. So early that the dirt streets are still covered in yesterday's vegetables. The stage is filled with doom. Also fog. Boot Black and daughter meet on the street.
Boot Black
Daughter,
had a bad dream last night.
tell me more.
Gutenberg was sad and crying. It was horrifying.
I had that dream too. We had the same dream.
The very same dream.
And Gutenberg became an eagle and attacked a seagull.
Oh, that's not like my dream.
Eagle,
In my dream, Gutenberg's skin fell off and he became a skeleton. Then he danced and it was scary, but also erotic.
dreams are weird,
And disturbing.
very disconcerting.
Here, I'll do the dance. Sexy, scary.
Now an eagle is more powerful than a seagull, but in my dream the seagull had a knife. It was terrifying and erotic.
This seems bad.
But we can't be too sure. Dreams predict the future. What did these dreams mean? People like me and Bud call a scene like that foreshadowing.
But Doug, what is foreshadowing?
Well, I'll tell you later. Hit it! Act 2, Scene 1. An old-timey bar called the Rusty German. The roof is made of dirty thatch. And the floor is covered in peanut shells. And on this wall, there's a big sign that says, "No dancing."
Gutenberg sits at the bar. He is drunk.
I am drunk. I have been drinking wine and mead, and now my face is numb. Drunk! I can't wait till you learn to read. It's not your fault that you're dumb. But thanks to me, you'll soon be smart.
Hey, Gutenberg's drunk!
I am drunk for the last time. That's right, drunk. After tonight, old Gutenberg's not drinking wine anymore. I'm drinking words.
You call it drink wood.
Oh, hang on there, drunk. Words can take on any form or shape.
You've gone insane.
Words are like wine from a bitter grape. The grape of your brain. Words are so sweet.
With sausages deep.
We suffer with both feet. We're gonna get drunk off of words. I'm gonna come home late. I'm gonna think of words. Wine's up, wine, but really wine is just a word. Words, words, words.
What? If we're drinking words, what are we gonna eat?
I don't know. Maybe we can eat dreams. Wow. I'm gonna get a drink.
Great idea.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, Gutenberg's talk about eating dreams and getting drunk off of words.
Well, that sounds stupid.
No, it isn't. Words make you feel all tingly inside.
Yeah, but that's what alcohol does.
Yeah. But words do it without the crippling chemical addiction.
Well, thus upon I don't mind.
Well, then, all of us seems this is a dream. Yes, we should breathe.
We're gonna get drunk off of words.
I'm gonna start a fire.
I'm gonna bomb at words.
Wine's up, wine, but really wine is just a word.
Words, words, words. Helvetica enters.
Gutenberg,
Hey!
I've got to say,
What?
can I get a second chance?
Oh, you're talking about-
I've done something really awful.
Come on, Helvetica. Let's dance.
Dance break!
Whoa, you gotta leave. They waltz.
Eventually, the music slows, and Gutenberg holds Helvetica close. I don't understand.
Wine can make you do crazy things.
Before we danced, you said my name.
Yes, that's because I love you.
Stu. Sing out loud, Stu.
No, I mean, yes. But also, I love you. Y-O-U.
What? Only?
Oh, you can't read. You're fine. I'm firing you as my grave stomper, but I want to hire you as my wife.
I'm sorry, I can't. I've done something horrible.
Helvetica leaves the bar in a tizzy.
I'm in a tizzy.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Second dance break.
The entire company rushes on stage and Gutenberg is sucked into the mat. Some do wild leaps in the air. Some do riffs. Some somersaults. Some do dance song, Gutenberg kept singing about wanting to get drunk off words.
Oh, Doug, does that mean what I think it means?
I don't know, but it's called a metaphor.
But Doug, what is a metaphor?
Well, a metaphor is when you say one thing, but you mean something else, and you're not lying. Now, when we started writing the beginning of Act 2, we knew that we wanted Gutenberg to have a lot of fun. And pretty much the funnest thing you can ever do, ever, is get drunk.
Doug used to get drunk a lot.
Yes. My name is Doug Simon, and I was an alcoholic for one summer.
He slept in my yard.
And I learned that being an alcoholic, it's expensive. Now, not only was that song about Gutenberg drinking delicious alcohol, but we also saw Helvetica in that number, and I'm pretty sure that Gutenberg said he loved her, and then she just ran off. I wonder where she went. Scene 2, the church on the hill. Monk has been hearing confession from that awful flower girl, and they are having way too much fun.
Okay, flower girl, we are done here. You are completely without sin.
Thank y'all.
No, thank you, flower girl, for these beautiful flowers. I love them almost as much as you hate Jews. Flower girl exits. Helvetica enters.
Oh, Monk! Gutenberg's printing press. We gotta fix it.
Poor Helvetica. I'm afraid the Bible says there are no second chances.
It does.
Yes, towards the end. Young Monk enters.
Mr. Monk! Mr. Gutenberg is here to see you! He's here to rescue me.
Foolish witch! You have lured my nemesis directly into my clutches! Young Monk, take Helvetica and lock her in the tower!
What?
Why? Because I said so!
You're such a bad monk!
You have no idea.
I have some idea!
Young Monk and Helvetica exit. Gutenberg enters.
Hey! Nice church.
Well, you must be Gutenberg.
Correctamundo, but you can call me Johann. Johann Gutenberg.
Tell me, Mr. Johann, what brings you to my church on the hill?
Well, this big Bible. You see, last night I invented the printing press.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now I want to print a Bible with it. I'm gonna call it the Gutenberg Bible.
He must not know the printing press has been destroyed. Perhaps I can turn him to the monk side. Tell me, Mr. Johann, have you ever thought about working for the church?
Yeah, I did once. It seemed pretty boring.
No, Johann, monk is power. Monk with me. Come work here. I think you'll like it. We got a cat. Plus free lunch. Delicious loaves and fishes. It tastes like
Are you forgot. Like the words in this Bible. Words are why I came here. I believe in my words. I believe in my press. I believe in a reading German. Now you want me to look and throw that away. I think it's time to go. My hands are tired. Doors locked. Windows closed. Yes, I am, and I'm taking this big Bible with me. Oh, it feels like goodness. The only thing better than this feeling would be mass producing this feeling.
Give me that Bible!
Whoa!
You better get your mind off of work, you ugly man! Why don't you want to go to heaven?
Heaven?
Yeah, heaven! Where do you think people go when they die?
I don't know, I guess most people turn into dirt, but some people turn into statues.
Statues?
Yeah, and I want my statue to be me, riding a dragon and nursing a baby.
Oh, you know how I heard about it. There are no statues in here.
Then I don't want to go there.
What? Everyone wants to go to heaven. That's what gives me my power.
Oh, monk, you cannot understand. The world has changed for you. Breathing, and that's the plan. Your monk ways are old news, and I will never monk with. Hey, monk! I'm taking this Bible, but monk, I hope we can be friends.
Friends? Ridiculous. Impossible. The Bible says a monk shall not have friends. Then again, wouldn't mind having a buddy I could talk to every now and then. Crack open a little communion wine, watch a joust, maybe beat a bear. Ooh, I love to beat a bear. But heck, for that to happen, the whole world would have to change. Then again, what if it did? Change. A world with no more monking, no heaven and no hell, where I don't work for Satan. How I hate that sulfur smell. If changes are coming like Johanna says, Lord, could I change as well? I have no power, but I could. Yeah! What am I saying? God is my enemy, and being good is the exact opposite of what I want. There is no good in me. There's haunting, turning wood in me. It's gonna see the world will monk with me.
Are my ears playing tricks on me? Or did Monk just sing a little bit of haunted German wood?
Your ears are perfect. That's called a motif.
But what is a motif?
Well, a motif is when you use the same piece of music over and over again, but it's not lazy.
that scene was inspired by Star Wars.
Bud loves Star Wars.
I love Star Wars.
Yes, but that scene was also inspired by reality.
These days, it seems like there's an awful lot of people talking about God.
Yes, but there's also an awful lot of people talking about stuff.
It's a constant debate.
Constant.
And there are some people who think you don't even need stuff. They believe all you really need is the Bible.
And we think that's dumb. Because is the beauty of a sunset in the Bible? Is the sound of a child's laughter in the Bible? What about bacon?
That is wrong. We love the Bible.
Oh yeah, both parts.
There are so many animals in there.
And Gutenberg loved the Bible too. That's why he wanted everyone to read it.
Which is exactly why Monk doesn't want me to have it.
Yeah, see, Monk wants power. When you know something someone else doesn't, that is power.
That's why Doug and I tell each other everything.
That's right. We know each other's deepest, darkest secrets, and you don't.
And that is power.
But we don't want to have power over you, so we thought it might be fun if we each told you one super secret thing about ourselves. So, Bud, take it away.
I'm a virgin.
What?
I've done everything else. I'm just saving that for marriage.
How'd you never told me that? You're a very old virgin.
I know that. I know that, Doug. I know that. I know that. So, I'm sorry. Can you just give us one sec? Okay, so I thought that we're still mic'd. Okay. The idea here was that I was supposed to tell him something.
No, you told, yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to dig a little deeper.
Do it, Doug. Dig deeper, Doug.
Something I've never even told you.
Something brand spanking new, Dougie. Hit me.
I killed my mom. Okay, so ever since I was a little boy, my mom wanted me to be a doctor. And one day I finally got up the courage to say to her, Mom, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to follow my dreams. And she said to me, Doug, that's not a job. You got to put food on the table. You can't eat dreams. And then we got into this huge fight.
And that's when you...
So many years later, she got very sick, and she needed a doctor. And I was not a doctor because I was off eating dreams. And, you know, musical theater can do a lot of stuff, but it can't cure lupus.
Wait, Doug. Did your mom not have health insurance?
We're not made of money.
Oh, Doug. This isn't your fault. This is America's fault. America killed your mom. So, those are our secrets. I'm a virgin, and Doug thinks he killed his mom.
And now you all know that.
So now you have all the power.
Which is exactly what Gutenberg wanted. But you know who doesn't have power?
Helvetica.
Yes. And that's why she's about to sing our big 11 o'clock number.
But Doug, what is an 11 o'clock number?
So in olden times, musicals were very long and very boring. So by the time the leading lady got to her big emotional climax, the audience was home in bed.
Which is why we're singing our 11 o'clock number at 9:44.
Scene 3, Monk's Evil Tower. It's dark and it's dank.
The floor is covered with rats and feces. Helvetica sits at the window overlooking the moon.
I'm in a tower with rats and feces. The man I adore is so close and yet so far. If you were here, I would say, don't release me. My heart is one big scar. Cause I'm the stupid German wench who betrayed your baby. I'm right where I ought to be. Tell him the rats in here ate me. History's paved with the marks of the stupid. Heaven is safe for the souls and no sin. I thought I was brave when I said, hey, too cute. But I won't do that again. Cause now I'll never have a friend or lover. And maybe I ought to go. Maybe I might as well. Might as well go to hell. Might as well go to hell. My mama told me that hell was a right place with no pretty kitties hide to come when you're alone. When I'm dead, I will sure miss your cat face. But I goofed up and I know I will never leave medieval death row. So maybe I ought to go. Maybe I might as well go to hell. Might as well. Rats, sing with me. Might as well. Might as well go to hell. Might as well. Might as well go to hell. I wanna die, but should I try to kill myself? To be, not to be. I gotta do it!
Helvetica bends to Mars, steps out onto the ledge, and prepares to jump.
I'm flying!
Helvetica soars over the town of Sliver.
Goodbye, rats! Goodbye, feces! I love Sliver! Oh, it's so beautiful. But it isn't real. I'm still in my tower. I betrayed you, my beautiful Hamlet. And when I say Hamlet, I'm talking about my town. Cause there are two meanings of the word Hamlet. I ought to drown or put my body in the ground. Cause I let everybody down. I'm just a crying clown wearing a painted crown. I hear a scary sound. It's a three-headed hound. Round with a brown, round, round. In hell. Might as well come and give me Satan. I wanna be with you. I was a horn at my eating. I wanna be with you. To hell. Go to hell.
Hey, Doug. I'm gonna say something. This has been the most important night of my life.
Well, this is the most important night of my life.
I'm never going to forget this night. In fact, I'm going to tell my grandkids about it.
Oh, I gotta tell my grandparents.
Until tonight, I never knew what it felt like to open up your chest and show an audience your heart.
Yeah, it hurts. But it's a good kind of hurt.
Doug, what if this is it? We rented this theater. We spent all of Uncle Travis's money. What if no one wants this show? And this was all for nothing.
Well, maybe it is all for nothing. But look out there. Look at all these people. Oh, look at us. I mean, none of this should be happening. This makes no sense. and you know what? If it's not this show, then we'll write another one, and then another one, because damn it, we're gonna die doing what we love.
Just like Uncle Travis. But, you know why I get all squishy every time you say my Don't Cry Frenchie song is a miracle?
Honestly, I don't. I think it's really weird.
It's because the miracle came later. Yeah. All I did was make up a song. You're the one who told me to write it down. You're the one who said we should write musicals. You're the one who wouldn't let us quit. You never let us quit. Even that night, I ate too much Papa John's. Threw up all over the piano. You never let us quit. That's the reason we were here. That's the miracle.
But I didn't. I didn't.
Now look who's getting squishy.
Well, maybe there's two miracles then. And I don't think this is the last time we're going to do this. I think the next time we do this, we'll be sitting out there where all of them are, and we'll be wearing tuxedos because it'll be opening night. Yeah. Yeah.
There'll be a giant set with real dirt streets and real animals. And instead of 2 drunks, there'll be like 100 drunks.
No, it's like 1,000 drums.
Like 1 million. Like 1 million drunks. What are we supposed to talk about? Suicide. Oh, suicide.
Now, did you notice how in that song, Helvetica kept singing about wanting to kill herself?
Suicide is an act of desperation.
Yes, which is why it's perfect for a musical.
Javert, Miss Saigon,
Kim,
Music Man,
Shapoopy. But Helvetica does not kill herself, no. She stays locked in Monk's evil tower.
Now, there's a scene that's not in the show because it's way too intense. And that's the scene where Monk tortures Helvetica. I'm sure you can imagine it though. I'm sure you can imagine it. Helvetica curled up in a corner of that dark room, water dripping down onto the cold stone floor. The roof is made of dirty thatch. Monk enters, a sinister smile on his face. He's wearing his finest robes, maybe even a brand new hat, who knows? Are we ready? Okay, great. Scene 4, the next morning.
Today is the day of the German celebration known as Festival.
Dawn is breaking over the town of Schlitter. Beef fat trimmer strides forward through the stinky morning mist.
The sun it rises in the east. I smell bread rising with the yeast. For today is no ordinary day. It's the day of festival. The sun it rises in the east. I smell bread rising with the yeast. For today is no ordinary day. It's the day of festival.
We see Gutenberg pulling a wagon with the printing press inside. It is covered with a sheet. He is headed towards the town square. He still does not know the printing press has been destroyed.
They'll go nuts and lift me in their arms when I show them my press. I'm taken to the festival.
Oh, Gutenberg, I'm sorry.
I'm so psyched.
Forgive
I'm
me.
leaving for where I
The town will have its head, but once they see the printing press is dead.
so started rising.
Were you ever thinking of me? I saw your press. Now I'm a mess.
For today's no ordinary day. It's a day of festival. It's a festival.
I'll just wait and see what it is to G as it goes through like a bread burst.
Why does he have to be so bad?
I got daffodils and some roses too. You're a Jew!
Shut up! Flower girl! Why must you have this ridiculous hatred of the Jews? It's irrational. And it's wrong. It upsets me to see my fellow townspeople acting this way. Just think about where all of this hatred could lead. Before you know it, we could be in the middle of a second world war. Which is why I have something under this sheet that could unite us all.
Everyone gasps. What have we here?
It was a printing press.
A printing press? What's that for?
It was gonna change the world.
Get him.
The townspeople converge and attack Gutenberg. They are filled with an irrational mob mentality. Soon they collect wood, light a fire, and burn Gutenberg alive.
entire cast join hands and walk to the edge of the stage.
Gutenberg's death did not end his dream.
The printing press was rebuilt and used to print many things.
Like the Gutenberg Bible.
As well as the very playbills you hold in your hand.
But Gutenberg's dream of universal literacy remains unrealized.
Many people still do not know how to read.
And we're not just talking about children and blind people.
Statistics tell us! More than half the people in this room cannot read.
The struggle continues.
Which is why the story of the printing press is an inspiration to us all.
Because it's not the success that matters, it's the dream. We're the authors of this music. I wrote the book,
And I wrote the music.
and we both wrote the lyrics. We wrote ourselves into the finale because, like Gutenberg, we too have a dream.
And even though the printing press didn't solve all of the world's problems,
Nonsense.
we hope the story of the printing press did impress upon all of you the power of our dreams.
Life can be cruel and kind of cold.
And often no one's there to hold you when you cry.
So those who hope must close their eyes.
And trust a brighter future lies
In dreams,
where our little lives are rounded with sleep.
and while the emptiness within us may be deep, we see a day when hopeless millions all can say, we eat dreams. We eat dreams, I eat them too. We eat dreams, I eat them. We all want to eat dreams, right? Well, we're here to tell you, my mom was wrong. You can eat dreams. They're delicious. So we don't want you to just sit there, we want you to sing along with us. So we're going to sing We Eat Dreams, and we want you to sing We Eat Them Too. Okay? We'll start. We eat dreams. We eat them too. There we go.